Alrighty, what is up? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how I went from a skinny dude to a more bulky guy, how you can do the same, and I'm not at my goal yet, but that will be in the actual video, so let's actually go ahead and jump into the computer. Essentially, this is the story. If you want to bulk, this is how I did it, so you can pretty much just copy the process of what I did and do it more consistently, because I slacked off. If you stay consistent, you'll pretty much just get there faster than I did. So for reference sake, I am 5'5", 170 centimeters. I'm not a tall guy. I have a very short mum and a very tall dad. So essentially, I went from a 53 kilo skinny guy that is going to the gym, which was about 6 years ago, and currently I am at 72 kilos, still bulking. Eventually I want to get to 80, but as you can see, I've gained a lot of mass, a lot of weight, especially in my pec, shoulders, bicep area, especially abs. I'm trying to work out a lot more, and the abdominal crunch machine does the job. So on the next slide, we're going to go and see. You can appreciate this video because it took me a while to make. Like the video, comment something below if you have any questions or anything like that. Then watch the video all the way until the end, because that helps me with the YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe if you've not already. You want to see more of my face, you want to see more of these longer form videos, and thank you for watching, because it's not a entertaining video. I'm not flashing any fancy cars, Rolexes or anything like that in today's day and age, because I don't have any of them. So why you're not bulking correctly and you're not getting muscle, you're not getting where you want to be. So this is incorrect, and this is what a majority of people do when they are starting to lift weights, go to the gym, that sort of stuff. They focus their workout, which is 80%. This is meant to say diet, I made a mistake. So, and they focus 20% on eating. So 80% working out, 20% eating, but this is the incorrect ratio. You should actually do the opposite, which is 20% going to the gym, like 3-5 days, but I go to the gym 5 to 6 times per week, and I enjoy it. So what you got to focus on more is the 80%, which is your diet. So my routine throughout the week is pretty much work out 5 to 6 times per week, and I average about 30,000 steps per day. I track all my stuff with a Apple Watch Ultra. It doesn't have to be an Ultra. All of them do the same thing. If you can't afford an Ultra, just buy a 5. I haven't got a 5 anymore, but when I bought a 5, it was like $150, and it essentially does the same thing as this, just cheaper. So my light went out. I don't know why, because I think it's flat, but we'll continue on with the video. So here's the ratio of what I do to bulk up and how you should focus on bulking. So your diet is the most important thing ever. It's going to be 80% of your progress. So you need to focus on high calorie and calorie intake. You're going to want to eat more than you are currently burning, on average about 15 to 20% more. Now for me personally, I eat about 200 grams of protein, might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, but on average it's 200 grams of protein, and I have about 2,500 to 3,000 calories per day every day. Now my diet mainly consists of meats, eggs, nuts, rices, and pasta, as well as protein shakes. So what supplements do I actually take? Since I just mentioned to you that I take protein shakes, I take a pre-workout. Currently I'm using Woke AF. I've used a ton of them. My favorites at the moment are Woke AF. It's a bit expensive, but I like it. I do 2 scoops. I don't recommend you taking 2 scoops, especially if you're a beginner, but eventually you can learn to take in 2 scoops and your body will be fine with it. 2 scoops, I still get the jitters. 1 scoop, I don't feel anything with this pre-workout. And my other favorite pre-workouts are Disorder. I like the white snow one, the red one, they're both good, and this one. So those are my 3 current favorite ones. If you're new to taking pre-workout, if I might say, so try half a scoop, especially if it contains caffeine. And if you don't like caffeine or you don't want to take caffeine, you can buy pre-workouts that don't have caffeine in them if you want to go down that route. So don't do 2 scoops first. So I always take the mass gainer protein protein powder, because I'm obviously bulking. Do I recommend you take this? Yes, because it's easy calories and it's got a good amount of protein in it. And I take milk with mine. I do about 650, 700 milliliters of milk with this, and in total it's about 1,200-ish calories, and the protein is about 70, 80 grams of protein, and it's good. Some people are really against them, but I take them. It works fine with me. If you are new to protein shakes, when you do number twos in the bathroom, they might not look the best because you're taking up so much protein and all that sort of stuff, and with a whole bunch of milk. It just happens. It's normal. It's you're not going to die pretty much. 5 grams of creatine. What I found out the other day, I didn't know you have to take this much water, because I thought it was less. I thought it was honestly maybe 2.5 liters of water, because that's what I normally take. But turns out you actually have to consume 4 to 5 liters of water per day. So I've definitely upped the amount of water that I'm taking, and this is difficult. Having 4 to 5 liters of water a day, for me it's hard, but after you consume that normally, over time it just becomes a normal thing. Same thing with the mass gainers or any protein shakes really. After a while your number twos will become normal because your body gets used to it, because this is such an abnormal thing to actually, consume. So moving on, do you have to take supplements? Some people are against supplements, some people don't like taking supplements. People believe in the all natural sort of stuff. No, you don't. But there is a disadvantage to not using them, because someone who's taking creatine, someone who's taking protein shakes, someone who's taking pre-workouts, they're naturally going to perform better than you. And no, I don't want you to take this in a weird way, because I know some of you will take it in an odd way where it's like, oh, if someone's taking drugs, I should take drugs because they're beating me. No, use common sense. How many calories should you eat? So ideally you want to have between 0 to 20%. I recommend at least 15 to 20% above your daily weight maintenance calorie needs. Now this can fluctuate depending on your height, how fat you are, how short you are. It depends on multiple factors. For everyone it's a different answer. How do I personally track it? Like I said, I have an Apple Watch Ultra. You can use an Apple Watch, you can use a Whoop, or you can use a Oura Ring. I've been meaning to get an Oura Ring, but I just haven't. So currently I'm just using the Apple Watch. But eventually I want to do a comparison video between the Watch, the Whoop, and the Oura. My favorite I think is going to be the Oura, but if you've used it, comment down below what you think about it, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, because I would like to hear your opinions. How do you actually track the food that you actually need? So by this time you should at least use a calculator, use a BMI calculator. Literally type into Google BMI calculator, and the first link, I believe, you can put in how much you weigh, how much your height is, and what your goal is. Then literally by what it says, it might say that you need 5,000 calories a day, might say that you need 300 grams of protein, this much carbs, this much fats. Literally just listen to it and do what it tells you to do, and do it, and you'll see results as long as you're actually doing it. So most people just guess how much food they are actually eating. This is incorrect, because it varies so much on the actual foods that you're eating, especially when it comes to different types of breads, different types of pastas, different types of meats, even steak, depending on the type of steak it is, all that variations. You can't just look at something and be like, that's this many calories, that's this much protein, unless you eat the same thing every day, but that's a different story. Most people track calories wrong. So this is an example of chicken. When it comes to chicken, most people do this. It's high protein, this is correct, but the actual thing that you're eating, and this was the example, which is chicken. So you're eating chicken, you're having 205 grams of chicken, and most people think it's 205 grams of protein in the chicken, which makes sense if you're a beginner. So this is the actual screenshot I got because yesterday I was eating chicken, but 205 grams of chicken doesn't equal 205 grams of protein. The same thing goes with steak, bacon, pork, all that sort of stuff. So this is how you should actually do it. So you should know exactly what you are eating. So once again, with the chicken example, this thing is high protein. We know this. If you're eating, I don't know, 2-minute noodles, it's obviously not high protein. Literally, scan the barcode with MyFitnessPal, and it'll tell you the exact calories that's in that said pot of noodles. So 205 grams of chicken, which is the exact same thing as this, is not 205 grams of protein. So exactly what it is, which is 205 grams of chicken, and you can tell because I measured this with my scale. I forgot to add here, buy a scale and scale your food. It's a life changer. You know exactly what you're eating. So for each gram that I had 205 grams. This equals to 47 grams of protein, 1.8 grams of fat, and absolutely zero carbs. This is the correct metrics for 205 grams of protein. The answer will fluctuate depending on what you're eating, depending on how much you eat. So use MyFitnessPal, put it on a scale, then put the information you got from the scale to MyFitnessPal, and you get the exact number like this here. So this is how you're meant to actually do it. So in a nutshell, I'm going to tell you guys, just be consistent. This is how you bulk up, and this may take you 1 to 2 years, depending how hard you go at this. You obviously need to be consistent in tracking your food if you're hitting your actual protein goals as well as your calorie goals, and actually going to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. Ideally, if you can, go to 6 or even 7 times a week. Then implement cardio, different variations of exercises, like you got dumbbell weights, you got barbell weights, you got free weights, you got a whole bunch of different things. Then you got different variations of doing that workout, like bicep curls. You got 20 different variations nowadays. Do what works best for you, or swap between the dumbbell, the barbell, and the Smith machine, for example. So for reference sake, once again, I'm 5'5", 170 centimeters. I used to be 53 kilos, which wasn't good. As you can see, I was a pretty skinny dude. Now I've bulked up, and if you're in the same situation, you can achieve the same results as me, just faster, because I've literally told you what you have to do. So my eventual goal is to get to 80 kilos, and that's how it is pretty much. So my offer for you guys is a 30-day personal mentorship with me, where I keep you accountable. I help you reach your macros, and that's by me looking at your MyFitnessPal. Every single day I'll ask you to screenshot me what you have eaten today, as well as your calories and your macros, so I can keep you accountable. If you need to make changes or you got any questions, you can just ask me through the communication lines that we are going to go use. And I'm going to also make sure that you're going to the gym. I recommend tracking it on your Apple Watch or whatever it may be, because you can actually see in your fitness app that you've worked out today for 30 minutes or whatever your minimum workout goal is. Then you can use that as a tracking mechanism. You also get access to the private community, as well as you can meet me as well as other people, and you can befriend like-minded people, which is cool, because finding people in the space of social media, all that sort of stuff, it's very difficult to do. I get it. I moved to a new state. It's very difficult to make friends. So if you can make like-minded people who want to work out, maybe go to the gym with them. If you want to actually meet up and you live in the same location, go to the gym with them, befriend them, make your life better, make content, just naturally improve your life. So you also get 4 calls with me, which are 60 minutes per call. For some reason I did this twice, so just ignore that. So each week we'll have a accountability call, because I just had a mental blank. So we'll be talking about any questions that you have, what I can help you with, where you want to be, or anything like that. You can just ask it on this 60-minute call, as well as you have 24/7 tech support with me. So if you want to actually get access to this, then follow me on Instagram. This is an old picture. I should have updated this quite, to be honest, but it's Brandon Blaze Co. The link will be in the description. DM me the word fitness. Now this is only going to be for first 5 people that I actually take on board, and this will be a discounted price of over $1,500. Now, get involved because the price will increase once I've onboarded 5 people. The price will increase, and if I don't increase it, you know, it's a lie. But my price will actually increase by maybe $200-300 after I've gotten 5 people on board. And of course, there's going to be a refund system in place. I'll talk to you about that on the onboarding call, see if I can actually help you and what your particular goals are. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. If you've got any questions or anything like that, then comment down below your questions, and if I can make a video about it, I will. Also, follow me on IG for just any questions. And once again, if you are interested in the coaching program where I actually help you bulk up, don't be a skinny dude anymore, then comment me the word fitness on my IG, which is linked within the description. Thank you. Have a good day.